We've seen a star in the last 3 years. It's the 4th running of the Commonwealth Cup in the company of Mark Johnson.
And these 3-year-old sprinters are in the gates, and they're off. With a journey of 6 furlongs ahead of them, Stone of Destiny dwelt and was not that fast away. Sioux Nation also not that fast into stride, and neither two, unfortunately, who trails them towards the near side. It is the American sprinter Guido who leads Sands of Mali towards the near side, racing in second. Fleet Review is in third, and then in fourth on the near side is Fighting Irish together with Roussel. Meanwhile, Emblazoned is blazing the trail on the far side together with Avor Handy, and these are then being followed by Hay Jonesy, who's towards the far side together with Equilateral. Also Invincible Army not too far off the speed. Neither two is Enjazart as they race on down now through the halfway point in the Commonwealth Cup, and it's the group in the centre who have got the advantage. Emblazoned just has the lead for Frankie the Tory to Equilateral, who's now racing in second. Invincible Army now begins to loom in third. Sioux Nation is staying on. Over on the far side, Hay Jonesy is running a huge race. Also picking up it's Eqtidaar as they race now down towards the final furlong. It's Emblazoned who still has the lead. In second is Eqtidaar. Now the filly, Heartache, is beginning to stay on. So too is Stone of Destiny. Now on the near side, Sands of Mali is picking up, and as they race up towards the line, Sands of Mali with Eqtidaar. Eqtidaar holds on to win for Jim Crowley. Sands of Mali in second, in third place Stone of Destiny, and then on the far side, well, Hay Jonesy, who has run a huge race. Guido wasn't too far away, neither two was Heartache, and then staying on from a different parish was unfortunately. Well, it has been a meeting where Jim Crowley has been hitting the crossbar throughout with 3 runners-up so far this week. Now he has bagged a big one, a Group 1 success. It is a win for Jim Crowley and Sir Michael Stout with Eqtidaar in second, Sands of Mali. It's Emblazoned who has got third. Apologies, in fourth place, Stone of Destiny. In fifth, Hay Jonesy. Guido is in sixth, followed in seventh, maybe Heartache, and in eighth place on the near side, Fighting Irish. But it's been a disappointing and a frustrating week so far for Jim Crowley. It has all come right in emphatic style, and the second time now in the history of this race that the colours of Shaikh Hamdan Al Maktoum have been carried to victory.
It's been a magnificent, history-making week for trainer Sir Michael Stout. 78 Royal Ascot winners, and finally lands, Jason Weaver, a race he'd never won in his 3 previous years.
With a lightly raced improver, and that's the one thing you can say about this beautifully bred son, by Invincible Spirit. And to be honest, it never really looked like he was going to get competitive until probably a furlong and a half down. He starts to loom up towards Dettori's girth. Third was confirmed as Emblazoned in the end, over on the far side, who made a real good fist of it.
Yeah, good tip from you, Jason, with Emblazoned finishing second. Always going to win for a second there, but I wonder if the winner did end up going across the track a bit, because Sands of Mali seemed to keep quite a true course, and the first and second just got no best of it.
Yeah, he's definitely drifted across. We'll wait until we see Sands of Mali. Comes in the shot there on right of the picture, but I believe that it was right on top of the line. So Jim has been looking for a bit of company, or his horse at least, and they were, no. He's caused slight bit of interference at the second, but just drifting.
He's done everything he can. He pulled his stick through straight away and straightened him up as best he could. So.
And Jim will have been so frustrated, Hayley. What happened with Batage in the big sprint on Tuesday? Second on a Fark in the Royal Hunt Cup. Second on Corgi in a quite controversial finish as well. Finally lands a big one.
It's the ups and downs of racing. It's, they always say you're only as good as your last winner. So
Richard Hills and Angus Gold have been walking past us each day this week. Of course, they've been running very, very close without winning, but they've got that one on the board.
And Jim lands his 4th Royal Ascot winner.
Well done to Jim Crowley. It's been a frustrating week so far, Jim. 3 seconds so far, but I guess a lot of relief to bag this big one.
Yeah, great. It's one of my best rides of the week, and it's great he could pull it off. I mean, he's trained by a genius, He just keeps on improving this horse, and things didn't pan out. We were on the wrong part of the track last time, but got a lovely toe into the race today, and just went like clockwork, really.
Well, you say one of your best rides of the week. Considering you're riding a horse like Batage, why did you make him one of your best rides of the week?
Just because I knew his potential. He'd been working unbelievably well, and his last 2 starts you could make excuses for, and like I said, he'd been working fantastic at home, and we knew coming today he'd have a great chance.
Still a little bit green as well. He just hung away in the closing stages, so I guess the promise of more to come.
Yeah, he just lugged away. You know, a lot of horses go that way when they get a little bit tired towards the end, but, you know, it's a massive performance from him, you know, and a massive step up in what he's done.
Very exciting. Well done, Jim.
Thank you.
Sir Michael Stout joins me, a third winner of the week for Sir Michael. A terrific performance from Eqtidaar. Jim saying trained by a genius. I'm sure once again you'll be very humble, but how satisfying a performance was that from your horse?
Yes, we've always liked this horse, you know, and I thought the first time he ran here in the pavilion it just didn't go quite right for him, and then at Newbury he was on the wrong side of the track, and at halfway he was beaten. He was too far out of his ground the way the race ran, and he worked very well the other weekend with Jim Crowley, so we were hopeful. And
I know he's just landed a big prize here, but fundamentally, how talented a sprinter are we dealing with here?
But he showed you just how.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Is he one of the best you've trained in your career, throughout your career?
We've had some good ones, like Marwell and Adjdel and Green Desert, but he's progressing nicely.
OK, and to do it with a sprinter as well, showing not only your genius with these middle-distance horses, you can do it with any type of horses. You have done time and time again throughout your career.
You're very kind. Thanks.
Well done.
Never the easiest interview with Sir Michael Stout, but this is a horse, Eqtidaar, all the sort of talk and rumours. He works with Expert Eye, who won the Jersey earlier in the week.
Yeah, exactly, and it's interesting hearing from Sir Michael the explanation for his form, because when you read it quite literally, the fourth last time out at Newbury and then the second to the pavilion, it looked like he had a bit to find.
And Sir Michael Stout, wouldn't it be amazing if he crowned the week he's had? Let's just see the drift first. Eqtidaar on the left there, emblazoned your fancy, Jason. Whoosh, they go quite a long way.
Yeah, emblazoned was going backwards at the time. I mean, if Tittori hadn't have been able to hold on to third, it could have caused a bit of a concern, but no problems whatsoever.
And for Sir Michael Stout, he's got 3 on the board already. He's broken that record. He's the winning most trainer at Royal Ascot now, and he's still got his best chance the whole week to come, hasn't he, with Crystal Ocean and the Hardwick tomorrow?
Well, I'd say Rishi'd be fairly worried now, because they've been going in left, right and centre at big prices. Going to be one of the shortest price favourites of the week.
And Voracious to come in our next live race, another Group 1, the Coronation Stakes, the filly.
Yeah, it's another Group 1. It's just a fun day, isn't it? There's the filly's fantastic.
Voracious. Well, you know she was quite fancy for the Guineas, wasn't she? She did that course gallop at Newmarket, looked quite impressive, then had to be taken out of the race. So she hasn't been seen this year.
Mr. Hamdan colours for the first time this week. Batash was second, but he's won the Commonwealth Cup with Eqtidaar.
It's not on.
I'll go to the next race.
And after what happened with Batash in particular, I know it's been frustrating. And Johnny Murtaugh, I thought, was fascinating about that. I thought Jim at the gates had no choice but to break quick after what happened to Haydog. This will be a massive relief, won't it?
Yeah, look, we disagreed on that, didn't we? Johnny thought he should have won. I said it was I didn't think he did a lot wrong. Anyway, that's gone. He's ridden a big winner. He's back on form. You know, all of a sudden you bounce. You got that bounce in your step. And of course the pressure would have been on.